Shizuoka Stadium Ekopa. It's the second weekend at the Rugby World Cup. And Japan, who opened proceedings on the first weekend, they play Ireland today. And what a special game it is. Ireland ranked second in the world. Japan, the underdogs of the last World Cup, who rocked the rugby world with their victory over South Africa. Japan know how to beat a giant. Can they do it? At the World Cup, they are hosting.
Yeah, and they've got the nation behind them as well. Fantastic to see so many supporters, a lot of Irish, a lot of green in this stadium as well, but well, the red and white jerseys outnumber them significantly, and we're expecting a cracking atmosphere. What will be an exciting game, I think. Some famous faces there. Thomas Castagned in behind there, and some Irish fans as well. I think the Irish fans will come here expecting to win. As you say, second in the world, playing ninth in the world, but they're in good form, the Irish. It's a big challenge for the Japanese.
3 teams in Pool A on 5 points. 4 for the win, 1 for the try bonus point. 4 tries, you get a bonus point. Scotland and Russia yet to get off the mark, but everything to play for. It's going to be a full house here. And the town has been bouncing. And this team, Michael Leach in the yellow bib at the front. He doesn't start. The captain sits only on the bench. But if Japan can get their fast and fluent game going, we know they can be a handful. And listen to this home support. Ireland, purposeful too on the left, cutting across those. These are when the players really start to focus on the game. Peter Lapis-Lapiskachne leads Japan in the absence of Michael Leach. Kotaro Matsushima, hat-trick try scorer in the opening game. Jamie Joseph, the coach.
And this is the front row, an experienced front row, Inaki Shotohori, and the less experienced Ji-won Koo on the tight head side. Big second row. There's a lot of experience in there with Luke Thompson, the oldest player in the championship, 38 years young, and he's alongside James Moore.
Amanaki Mafi, he's a volatile handful at number 8. Peter Lapis-Lapiskachne leads the team. Yu Tamura at outside half, experienced there. Yutaka Nagari too.
Nakamura and Lafeli, well, they lit up the opening weekend with some delicious offload and some hard running as well. And there's a change at number 11. Lamana Maleki comes in as a start as opposed to William Tupu, but he's a quality player. Beat 13 defenders in the opening game, so he's an attacking mindset. And onto the bench comes Fukuoka at number 23.
Michael Leach wears 20. Green shirts out in force. They have every reason to think things will go well today for Joe Schmidt's men in very serious, purposeful move. James Ryan, the outstanding second row. Everybody in their zone, looking forward to their second game here at the Rugby World Cup. Rob Palmy back at fullback for Ireland.
Yeah, it's very similar to the opening weekend for Ireland. A lot of experience, and Cian Healy, Rory Best making his 100th Test start, his 122nd cap, and the front row tie for Robert Taylor.
CJ Stander was the player of the match in the first game. But that combination with Peter O'Mahony and Josh van der Fleer works well.
Conor Murray continues at 9. His box kicking will play a big part. A change at 10. Jack Carty comes in. He played well off the bench against Scotland, and he's tasked with arranging his team around the field. Chris Farrell comes in at 12 as well, an early replacement on against Scotland. He's partnered in the midfield by Gary Rose.
Keith Earls too comes back from injury, as does Rob Carney. Jacob Stockdale against Kotaro Matsushima. Should be special. Plenty of experience on that bench. Rhys Ruddock, he enters the fray too, or he will do. Deliberate mode. Take it slowly. Take your time, but not for long.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Japan and the anthem of Ireland.
日本国国歌アイルランドアンセムの演奏です。
Haunting beauty to it. Japan with home advantage. Jamie Joseph, can he mastermind a huge upset? The reality is that Ireland have never lost to Japan. It is a daunting task, and Joe Schmidt, Ireland's head coach, he's a ruthless operator. There is nothing particularly spectacular about Ireland's approach, but they are formidable, and they started this campaign in almost brutal form.
Yeah, it's a ruthless performance against Scotland. 27 points to 3. Japan winning their opening game 30 points to 10. Both teams picking up bonus points. As you say, these teams have met on 7 previous occasions. Ireland have won them all. There's 3 meetings at Rugby World Cup. Ireland come out on top in 91 and 95. We'll see what happens this afternoon.
Cian Healy in the huddle. The last moments, he's thinking about the first bit of contact. No daintiness from loose head prop Cian Healy in his 93rd game. Rory Best in his 122nd game. Massive experience in this Irish side. Ireland, if there is a glitch in their record, it's that they have never been beyond the World Cup quarter-final, but you can just sense that this side feel they can do so much better at this World Cup. Angus Gardner of Australia is today's referee. We're underway in Shizuoka. Japan in their very traditional red and white hoops against Ireland, equally traditional in green.
Well, there's a long clearance kick from Tamura from Jack Carty's long kick-off as well.
Yep, that's good there.
And the first throw to Ireland almost in the halfway.
Come in,
There's a
please.
code getting passed between Cian Healy and Rory Best. I don't expect it to be too extravagant as they get your hands on the ball, keep it and make Japan make some tackles.
The tall figures are the targets. James Ryan, the tallest of them all, wins for the Irishman. And immediately, Ireland take it back towards the forwards. And again, nothing extravagant. Rory Best. Conor waits with a change of direction. Jack Carty
Hold on. Good.
over the head of Lomano Lemeki, who was called up late into the team. Good enough clearance.
It's really good play by Jack Carty. It looks simple, but this is a line out. James Ryan winning it. I thought they'd maybe bring this down and drive it, but they'd moved it off the top. Keith Ayers was the first carry. Thereafter,
Just
the
make
Japan
sure-
defence
just
was
make
really
sure,
strong.
yeah.
It was quite
The
narrow,
ball
but it was
had gone,
strong.
but just make
And when
sure.
the pressure came through from that defence, Jack Carty found some space in behind with a delicious little kick.
Well, I'd say around 85% of this crowd is really buoying Japan on. The beat's been going for 3 hours. Contrasting styles, this is going to be a great watch.
Peter O'Mahony feeds Ian Henderson, and via Conor Murray it comes to Healy. Josh van der Fleer, all the forwards getting their hands on the ball early in this game. And now the run by a three-quarter, Gary Ringrose. And there might be room for Keith Earls back in the Irish team. Equal second on the all-time try-scoring list. 30 tries, Keith Earls.
Play on.
Turnover for Japan. Huge roar. And they
Inside.
thumped it downfield. Rob Carney read it well, was backpedaling so he wouldn't be fooled by the bounce. Well taken by Lemeki. Follow-up tackle by Carney. Japan, they might be more prepared to go wide quicker. Not yet.
Leave it two.
Himeno
Good.
drives it on. There's a bit of width. Nagari, the scrum half. And it suddenly opens up in midfield. The big front rowers are all there. Lemeki again. Raffaele, the centre, has had to
Clean
go
it
in
now,
to support
Rock.
there in the three quarters for Japan. They've had to park quite a few forwards. More three quarters this way, although it's Kazuki Himeno again who makes a little bruising run. Japan not afraid to take it on up front. Inagaki involved. The kick behind. Jacob Stockdale just manages to get back ahead of Matsushima.
Well, what a start to this fixture. Ireland with early pressure, and then back comes Japan. Held the ball, broke the line 2 or 3 occasions, and then as they were outnumbered, the lovely grubber kick through, and Matsushima, we thought he may pop up here for his 4th try for the tournament so far, but Stockdale just stayed calm under pressure, touches down to 22.
Goodness, the bounce of the ball.
The look shot, Japan. Some question whether the power to break through the Irish defence. Well, they've shown already they can do that.
Here they come again. Himeno, strong on the charge. Shota Hoye, and penalty against Ireland. So,
On your feet, 6.
the crunching work goes well, and Yutaka Nagare, the scrum half, applauds
Number
the
6 on
forwards.
feet. Let's go, please. Yep,
Yeah,
shot.
Angus Gardner, the referee, telling Kieran Healy to go back. It wasn't Kieran Healy who was penalised. It was number 6, Peter Amani. He was off his feet. Amanaki Mafi carried first. That shot to Ree.
Yeah.
And you can see the left elbow of
I'm
Peter
happy there.
Amani. He's not holding his body weight. He's over the ball. That's the first penalty, as you say. Nagare's happy, and Tamura will have his first opportunity.
What it was for.
We're already
Yeah, just
seeing
6
this
going
different style of tactic. Jamie Joseph pre-game, he mentioned there's some risks to be taken from this Japanese team. They know they're not going to win the power game. They're going to do things very, very differently. Conversely, Ireland, when they get it, they keep hold of it. Just 2 offloads against Scotland across the whole game. Very contrasting styles on show.
There's already a couple of line breaks from Japan as well. Ji-Won-Koo, the tight head prop went through from a lovely pass from Tamura. So they're attacking space, but they've got power as well. Mafi there breaking the tackle. Hori carrying hard, setting up this first opportunity.
Yu Tamura for the first points of the game. Pulled it.
The hands on her head, because he doesn't usually miss. Tamura is a very good goal kicker. Started a little bit in round 1. Mentioned nerves after the opening fixture, and that looked like a nervous strike as well. It is difficult, 45 metres out. You want to get the timing right, you don't want to hit too hard.
Just waiting for a ball.
We're just missing a ball at the moment.
Give the players a chance to get their breath back.
Yeah.
Here we go. Time back on.
Jack
Stay
Carty
behind.
to restart. Yanaki under pressure from Keith Earls, gets it away. Here they come again through number 8, Amanaki Mafi. There for Nagare. Very good strength by Himeno. But just
6 on his
hanging
feet
to
this
it
time.
a little bit too long after tackle.
Well, he's an impressive ball carrier, Kazuki Himeno, the big number 6. Started at number 8 last week.
That's the picture I need to see to reward you. Yep.
And there's Angus Gardner just underlined. It's the same player who conceded the penalty, Peter Amani, who won the penalty there. It was a good tackle by Chris Farrell. And Himeno just struggled to get down to ground quickly enough. And he was isolated a little bit. That's Farrell with the first tackle, and then the right arm this time, the heavily strapped right arm this time with Peter Amani, you see in your shot,
Well done, White.
wins the penalty.
Ireland's defence all important against Scotland. It really was the cornerstone of their performance. Just 8 missed tackles across the whole game. Really is the foundation of how they play it. So abrasive in their hit.
Peter Amani
Yeah, sack's good. No problem.
wins the
Use
line
it now.
having
Use
won
it
the
away.
penalty.
Use it away.
Ireland have to get on with it. It's Rory Best who tries to peel off around the maul. Bit of singing.
Advantage. Taking off the
Breaks
ball.
out in the crowd. Penalty against
Number 8 taking the player out off the ball.
Japan. Amanaki Mafi penalised.
Number 8. He must have the ball.
Yeah, there's a warning there from Angus Gardner. And it was Peter Amani and Jack Carty's gone quickly. Saw some space over the right-hand side. Chips it over there for Keith Ailes to pick up. Oh. Wow.
It was always just going to beat Keith Ailes, but there was always perhaps the bounce in field.
Well, we would expect the surprises from Jamie Joseph in his side. Jack Carty almost caught Japan napping there. It's a big decision to turn down that opportunity of 3 points, but I like it. I like the endeavour.
9 minutes, no score on the board. Japan do well to come away with it.
Stay there, boys.
The front row, who Poirier,
Hold
all
in
involved
front.
in the operation to clear the lines, and that's a very, very good clearance.
Wow. You're behind your own line under pressure, and your clearance takes you almost up to halfway. There's a scruffy line at Peter Amani doing really well to get up and cause a bit of mischief.
Yeah,
and
good.
this is a quick thinking from Carty. It's a bounce of the ball one side of the field, it's a bounce of the ball at the other.
Matsushima's thinking, oh, and Keith Earls had eyes only on the ball.
Yep. Yeah, just hold, boys. Just come in, Ireland.
A little bit of daring from both sides. Rory Best throws. Ian Henderson from the second row wins.
That's not once.
Rory Best
Use.
takes it forward millimetre by millimetre, and now it comes out into the three quarters where Chris Farrell,
Push
the
back.
centre, picks his knees up, and Carty again probing for that corner. Well read by Lemecki.
Stop.
Goodness,
Stop,
that's a
Ford.
thump as well.
Yeah, that's good clearance from Lemecki. I just wonder, there's a late change obviously on that left wing side. It was maybe William Tupu who started in the left wing. Lemecki comes in and promoted off the bench just prior to kick-off, and I wonder if Jack Carty is trying to find that space in behind him. His 3 kicks now have gone in that corner. He's dealt with them really well, has Lemecki.
Again, it's Henderson, this time quicker down to the three quarters. Long to Jacob Stockdale against Matsushima. Good defence by the Japanese right wing, but good strength from Gary Ringrose. Support from Rob Carney and Josh van der Fleer. Tyke Furlong arrives and drops the ball.
Advantage.
Another huge roar as Japan take back possession. They have
Leave
to
it
win
green.
this breakdown. They have an advantage though. There's not much room out there. So Yu
Inside.
Tamura cuts back.
Advantage over.
Advantage over with that kick.
Yes. Yeah, play was touching the line.
Well, adventurous again from Ireland.
And ball
It's
also
probably
on the line
not got
too.
enough structure to it for Joe Smith's liking. This is a great long pass.
Yep, we
As
are.
the Japanese fullback Yamanaka that just gets beaten on the outside by Stockdale, who gets his hands free. Ringrose always in support, is eventually dragged down by Matsushima. But Ireland,
Let's go, please.
through the pressure they then put on Japan, have just keeping themselves inside the Japanese half and applying more and more pressure.
Ryan in midfield, and here Ireland throwing their big centres at the Japanese defence, and then their forwards, Omani, Rory Best. Japan not yielding an inch. Here goes Ringrose again. Ringrose is clean through. Earls are inside him now. Lemecki read it well. Earls tries to get the pass away. Cleared up by Cian Healy, the prop.
Stay on.
Rory Best to scrum half. James Ryan presents the ball. Tyke Furlong picks up. Van der Fleer. CJ Stander. The first little pick up by the number 8. Omani again. Best again. The pass this time to Ian Henderson. Conor Murray now. Farrell.
Advantage, slowing it down.
Advantage
Off feet
to
number
Ireland.
6.
CJ Stander. Ireland with what they call a free play. Carthy again towards that right wing. Oh, that's brilliantly taken by Gary Ringrose. And the kick by Jack Carty gets its reward. He's tried it before. This time it leads directly to the try.
Well, Gary Ringrose does really well to leap, catch, spin out a tackle and score his 7th try for his country. But this came after incessant pressure. It's Ringrose who broke the line initially, getting on the outside of Inagaki, and then Ireland do what Ireland do best, they retain possession. They don't get too adventurous, and then Carty spies the space. Wide out on the right-hand side. Ringrose holds his width right on the wide outside. The right-hand toucher, and Yamanaka can't get up and win possession. Ringrose attacks it, spins out the tackle, and gets his try. They've targeted that left wing side from Japan 2 or 3 times. Jack Carty kicking to space. That time he's kicking to Keith Earls, but it's that same quadrant, that bottom corner of the field. Carty, well, he plays with his head up. A lovely weighted kick, well finished by Gary Ringrose. It's a good team try.
Carty off the ground. Not quite as successful as the kick out of hand. Johnny Sexton will have admired that kick. It left Ryohei Yamanaka in a real spin. He couldn't do anything. All he could do is watch Gary Ringrose as he went over.
And as Chris mentioned, that tactical kicking at the bottom right, it's a thought-out plan. Clearly, Joe Schmidt targeting that area. 39 kicks they had last week against Scotland, by far more than any of the team. The Irish love the kick. And when they get it accurately, it's a real threat.
Tamura to restart. That's a good kick. It allows
Knock on green.
Japan
Advantage.
to regain possession. Good work by Lemeki. Here they
Advantage
come.
over from the knock.
Good inside pass. Yamanaka into play.
Advantage, 8 green. Offside, never back.
Penalty advantage to Japan.
You were okay. Yes, you were fine. But number 8's offside. Never back onside from the ruck.
Not Peter O'Mahony. CJ Stander.
Number 8.
Offside.
Yeah, shot.
Well, that's a way to hit back after conceding points. A cute little kick-off. Really well judged by that man, Tamura.
Just back here, please.
One back by the left wing, Lemeki, and then they just bring the power. They're running so hard in these contacts. Shota Hari has been evident every time that he's managed to get in there. He's brought the tackle line. That's not what the penalty's for. The penalty's for CJ Stander, the number 8, being offside from the previous ruck, and that's because Japan are getting that momentum. They're going forward. The ball's quick, and it doesn't allow time for the defence to get back onside. And this is an important kick for Tamura. He missed his first. This is 10 metres further forward, but it's important that he stays calm and he gets his side reward, because striking back so soon after a try is essential for the Japan players.
Keep an eye on his technique, Chris. Our kicking expert, Chris Patterson. He'll know what goes right or wrong with this. It's good enough from Tamura, and Japan striking back almost immediately. Japan 3, Ireland 5.
Yeah, it's good enough. Well done, Tamura. It's not a nice place to be after you've missed your first one, and the second one's very similar. But he did what he had to do. He put the first one out of his mind. He stayed tall. He got his left shoulder nice strong, right leg to a target, and he's got his first 3 points for his side.
Lemeki, Henderson, and Best, the Ulsterman, had him, but then on came the drive from Japan. They're back on the front foot. Oh, Ireland kept the ball off the ground. If the ball stays in the maul, the side defending gets the put in.
Yeah, you were going forward, but they did a heck of a job holding you guys up. So
That's a signature of the Irish defence. There you can see Lemecki runs really hard. He's clearly off the ground, as that shot shows. And if he gets the ball now, if he gets his knee to ground, it becomes a tackle. The Irish players have to release, but because they held him up, a maul was called, and when the maul collapsed, the ball wasn't available.
First scrum of the game. Gap on the bind, nice and stable. Wait for engage.
Ireland with a bit more beef up front. They want to impose themselves here. Healy and Furlong, 1 and 3.
Keep it up.
It stays rock solid for Ireland. CJ Stander keeps the weight on
away.
at the back. And if Ireland nudge it forward, they will have the penalty.
But stay square. Don't walk around the corner.
Well, I think Japan a little bit hard done by there. It looked as if the ball that was stable.
You're not the captain. Go back, please.
Angus Gardner called for Conor Murray to use it. He didn't. Then the scrum wheel. Interesting.
Really good tactic. First and foremost, they get the turnover because of the physicality of the Irish defence, holding up the defender. Secondly, the next place it can really count in your favour, being at least 3 kilograms a man heavier than your opponent, is in this set piece. A driving ball, very difficult to stop the Japanese when the Irish get going forward. This is going to be really tough for them.
You can see why Japan might have felt aggrieved there. They had a bit of a counter wheel and jump, but you have to be very careful turning the scrum.
And over inside the 5.
Referees don't like it. The laws of rugby don't really like it.
Once.
Conor Murray waits. Rory Best has lost his scrum cap. Farrell flips it up to Earls. And it comes out long to Stockdale. Jacob Stockdale. That's Tsushima. No, it was Yamanaka. Got him across really well. Because just for a moment, Stockdale was in the clear. The opposite wing, Keith Earls. The wingers suddenly involved. Back to the chargers. CJ Stander, one of the principal runners for Ireland. Cian Healy, he's not bad either. Murray, Carty, Ringrose the try scorer, cuts back, straightens it up. Not much to the right for Conor Murray, he's looking left. James Ryan on hand. The closer Ireland get to the try line, the less inclined they are to move it. It's the free play, it's going to be... Is it the try for... Is that Peter O'Mahony there? No, it's not Peter O'Mahony, Keith Earls. But the whistle's gone, I think.
Yes, Matt.
Rob Kearney it was.
As he's tackled, but I'm not sure whether there's a knock-on first.
Okay, so on-field decision will be a try. Check for a knock-on in the lead-up. Okay. Skinny, you there? Mate, we've got an on-field try. 2 things to check. First is there a knock-on in the lead-up to it? And then just to confirm the grounding.
No trouble, on-field decision, try.
Well, you can hear Angus Gardner, the referee, asking the question.
Here we go, the chip by Jack Carty.
It's a penalty advantage and it's attacking chip again. We're looking here if it goes forward of an Irish hand other than Rob Kearney's. It looks
Gus
there.
sends a green hand knocking the ball backwards.
Jack Carty, but the ball's coming backwards.
Now, please.
So there's no knock on.
Down to Rob Kearney.
And the grounding was fine, according to Matt Carley at the far side.
It's a side angle to confirm their borders on the line.
Ireland through their fullback, Rob Kearney.
Gus gives you
Score their second try. Just, is it grounded? Yes, it is grounded.
Well, it's a similar shape, isn't it?
Skinny, can you just confirm the mark for the kick?
Ireland fight their way into the 22, then they just go one round with the basically go simple, they retain possession.
Okay, yeah, just come across.
On a penalty advantage, a speculative
Yeah,
chip kick from Jack Carty. Remember, he's already set up the first try with a kick, sets up the second, he gets up, wins the ball back, and Rob Kearney picks up the crumbs and does well to fight over.
Thanks,
Second try for Ireland.
Rory Best, fully dressed again. Jack Carty, well, his variety of kicking is working wonders at the moment. Carty is on target. Ireland lead by 12 points to 3.
Well, one really concerning concept for this Japanese team will just how many penalties they're giving away. Ireland get the ball, they camp down, they only chance their arm when they've got the advantage. It's really clever play, but it comes down to the discipline of the Japanese.
Thank you.
Split-second brush of the ball against the try line. That's all that is required. It's very well taken. James Ryan arching his back high above the ground. Carty again. Oh, that kicking game, it's wonderful. Keith Earls inside and Carney again. Whatever Ireland analysed on that Japanese left-hand side, it's very sound analysis. Ryan again. Furlong 3. Oh, tipped over. Play on, says the referee. Conor Murray to Henderson. CJ Stander to Rory Best. It did go forward.
Well, the balance that Ireland are playing with, it is a joy to watch, and that's why they're such a good team. When they have to be direct, they can retain possession. I'm not so sure this went forward. I don't know, but look at this for a take. A fantastic take. It's such a difficult skill to sight the ball, be lifted by two other players, get in the right position, take the ball above your head under all sorts of pressure. And that underlines how good this Irish side are. Their individual skills are excellent. They're sitting at 60% possession in the variety of their attack in that possession with that cross kick and the power game is excellent.
It's also very good skill by the lifters because there's 2 meters of long second row above your heads.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Nagari feeds the scrummage. Yamanaka from fullback. Entered there just, it suddenly seems that they've knocked it on. Just when the numbers seem to be working in their favour, they have to scamper back because Ireland have kicked it through again. Boot on ball is costing Japan dear.
Step back.
They've done well to retrieve it.
Green, back on side, please.
Well, the pressure just keeps coming from Ireland. Japan trying to play wide. They go one way wide off the scrum, then come back the other way, knock the ball on, and and then Tag Furlong has the audacity to drop a little grubber kick through, perfectly weighted in behind. But this time Japan get back in numbers, retain possession, and it's Ireland to give the penalty away. Japan need to retain possession and hold on to it. This is where the knock-on. Watch this for the tight head prop. Tried to score the last week, just drops onto the left foot. Beautiful little grubber kick through, but Ireland come off their feet in desperation to try and get the ball back.
We need to celebrate front row forwards kicking the ball like that, Chris. Let's keep it going.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Shotahorie throws. Safely delivered. Clever hands, good play. Matsushima held up it, tried to get it back, which has worked very well for Japan. The chase is on. Josh van der Fleer is back and gets there first. Good tackle by Matsushima. Was the tackle high? Everything okay for the moment. It's there for Conor Murray. Very good defensive operation in the end by Ireland, but there the threat of Japan.
It's Ringrose with a clearance kick. There's Van der Fleer who gets back, but the initial contact, this is a lovely pass from Fairley. Signature last week, and the initial contact on Matsushima, as we have another look at the offload, was an excellent contact. He somehow manages to wriggle and get the ball free and then get out the ruck and be the primary chaser, but Van der Fleer got back well for Ireland.
Poirier again. Line-out's been functioning pretty well for Japan. And again, quick ball down to Nagani. Tamura. The centres, Raffaele and Nakamura together. A switch of play. And a double switch of play. Matsushima off his wing.
14, release! Good work.
It is released. Now then, if they can get two more passes, they might be in. They can get one pass, but it was forward. And the pass given, Mafi is in pain.
He doesn't have to force that. Japan are building pressure through having a bit of territory, a bit of possession. He doesn't have to force that pass, Mafi. They're stretching Ireland now because they're retaining possession. They're getting momentum in the game. And you can see the anguish on his face as he realises that his offload's gone forward. I think he's picked up a knock to his ribs as well.
Well, we need to make sure this man does stay fit because he is one of the most destructive rugby players on the pitch. Rory Best, that was commendable. He was the first person chasing back when the kick went in behind. And massive respect to the Japanese attack. Already Ireland have missed more tackles than they did in the whole game against Scotland. That's how good the Japanese team are when they hit their straps in attack.
They've got to keep the discipline in attack, but this is Lemeki. It's a good tackle early on by Rob Carney. And then Ireland have had most of the possession, and you can see how physical it is out there. It's Chris Farrell getting hit hard by Labuschagne and Tamura. But when Japan do have possession, they've got to keep their discipline and respect it and look after it, because if you give it away, Ireland will just keep a hold of it for minute upon minute and minute, and it just, the game ebbs away from you.
And one really interesting tactic, it's two-man tackle. One Irishman is targeting the ball, another one targeting the man, and it is quite simply holding the ball in the air. It's a really, really good plan by Ireland.
Crouch!
Conor Murray to feed the scrimmage.
Fine!
Still quite a perilous part of the field for Ireland. Behind CJ Stander is the 5-metre line. So they're about 10 metres from their own goal line. James Ryan in the second row. Japan.
It's nice and square.
Very
nice
good
and square,
technical scrummagers, but
good.
Angus Gardner will want them to drive straight.
Jacob Stockdale's on this left-hand side. You see him just hugging this touch on the left-hand side, the bottom corner of the screen there. It's a narrow
good work.
Side, but I just wonder if Ireland will maybe try and take that space.
It's a good scrummage by Ireland. It starts to go, but CJ Stander manages to come away with it, and Chris Farrell too. Ian Henderson.
Yeah, ball's available there. Yeah. The ball's available there, guys. No.
The ball's available. The clock is running. They've got 5 seconds to play it. Ooh, maybe he didn't say use it. He just said it was there.
I think the egg timer was on it, not the clock in that one. But listen, Ireland managed the game particularly well. He's not too happy with that box kick, Conor Murray. I think he'd have wanted to go a little bit further. But there was no rush. They wanted to get a kick chase set. And you can see 100% line at both sides. And 100% in scrum success and line out success in the opening game. The #1 ranked team from the early days and fixtures of Rugby World Cup 2019.
Chopin Poirier. I guess good delivery down. This is Mafi. Labuschagne from the back row. Yeah, a little. If he releases the ball, before that. If you leave it too late, you can't pick it up. Oh, this not looking good for Amanaki Mafi.
No, if it's ribs, it's a difficult thing to shake off, obviously. And the reason that was a penalty was because it became a ruck because there was a player from either side over it. If it had just been a tackle, then Labuschagne was perfectly entitled to let go of the ball, get to his feet.
And Japan against Russia use that all the time to start counting the seconds here. If he goes to ground and plays it immediately, lets it go and plays it.
I think because there's a player from either side over the top of the ball becomes a ruck, therefore he can't use his hands. Very technical, but we've seen them let go. As I say, Mafi picking up some more treatment. Michael Leach appears to be on.
This could be the end of Amanaki Mafi. There is huge experience to come on in his place. Michael Leach, 30 years old, winning his 65th cap, replaces him.
Destructive ball carrying Mafi. He really is a star, but Michael Leach brings a lot of experience, and experience is maybe what Japan need at the moment. They're falling behind, they're getting a little bit more momentum in the game here, but they need that almost calm head to say, listen, when we do have possession, let's respect it, let's look after it, and let's try and mount a comeback against this strong, physical Irish 15.
At the tail of the lineup for Japan, it didn't take it in the end because it went over his head. It's hooker Horie who takes it. Inagaki was the one at the back, but now Japan with a real chance. Leach immediately involved. Good offload to centre Lafayette. This is a different Japan now. Here they come through Tamura.
Well done.
Nagare looks up, feeds Jiwan-Ku. Second row, James Moore drives it on. Labuschagne into the Irish 22, right on his shoulder. Nakamura. Leach again. Highly involved. Straight from the word go. CJ Stander picks himself up. Here come Japan again.
Advantage.
Penalty advantage, Japan. They will get something out of this. What they really want is 7 points.
Number 9 off feet.
It's Conor Murray who's been penalised, but that's better for Japan.
Yeah, it's exactly what we said they had to do. Mount some form of multiple phase rugby against Ireland. Ireland's defence is excellent, of course it is, but the more pressure you put under, the longer you keep the ball, the more likely they will to make a mistake. Conor Murray's maybe a little bit harshly treated there. He's in a reasonably good position, but he's on the ball too long. Quite rightly, Angus Gardner penalised that. It all stemmed from the overthrow at the line out. The first one Ireland have lost in the Rugby World Cup, and Shota Hareid's the first to react. He's carried really hard, and there's the apology from the Irish skipper. He knows there's just a little bit too much on the throat, and as a result, Japan have the opportunity to close the gap.
Yep.
Given that they've conceded 2 tries in the first quarter, to be trailing only by 6 points after 33 minutes. Tamura is successful with the penalty. Japan 6, Ireland 12.
Really emphasising the importance of set piece there. This Ireland team, that's the first line they've lost, and subsequently 3 points go against them. Rugby's a simple game, but it all comes from having that set piece ball.
Carty to Lemeki. Lemeki comes in field, now straightens. Nagari to Tamura. Yamanaka sets it up. They tried that trick of letting go and picking it up, and all that's happened is that Ireland come away with the ball. Ian Henderson with good hands. Good pace from Henderson. Luke Thompson couldn't quite steal the ball.
Peter
Peter Romani is in control of it. Now Chris Farrell. Conor Murray takes over. Henderson tackled by James Moore. +1. Jack Carty tackled by 2. The double hits
knock on by number 4.
are effective.
Yeah, it was Luke Thompson. He's unlucky there. He gets a great tackle on Jack Carty. And as he ripped the ball free in the tackle, it's knocked forward.
Ooh, very nearly.
So unlucky. Double tackle again.
Green ball.
And that's where Ireland, they just look after possession really well. It was Nakamura with a low tackle and then Thompson coming up high.
Well, Thompson did 2 things there, because he saved what could have been a dangerous tackle by supporting the Irishman, and then he managed to rip the ball as well. The only thing that went wrong was it just tipped forward.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the old guy, as we can call him that, 38 years old. Phenomenal effort, the oldest player in Rugby World Cup history. And there's an attacking opportunity here, both sides for Ireland. Nagari, the scrum half for Japan, has to be really on his guard here. He'll have to try and cover both sides of the scrum if possible to help his fellow defenders.
Very enticing right-hand side for Conor Murray. He's letting CJ Stander take control, first of all, and that's a good counter-drive by Japan. And quite right too. The front row of Keita Inagaki, Shota Horie and Jiwan Ku receive the congratulations of everybody else.
And everybody in the stadium. What a roar from the fans here. And it's exactly what Japan wanted, and a tremendous scrum. Ireland were, we said earlier on, maybe fortunate to get that penalty. When the ball's at the back of the scrum, the referees like you to use it, and Ireland just took too long, and then Japan just drove through with the power. And listen to the effect it's had in the crowd.
Tamura, as the noise subsides just for a moment, pushes Japan into the Irish half. Japan keep their scrum together well. If a scrum disintegrates, referees don't like that. Japan stayed together. Oh, it is a world within a world.
Celebrated without a try from Jiwan Ku.
Horie successfully finds Leach. It bounced down from the lineup, but they've recouped it.
Okay, leave it now, Ireland.
Lavis Gagne looks up. Nagari goes back the short side to Michael Leach. Wow, the captain has certainly made an impression since he came off the bench. And the front row forwards have done well to carry the game forward. What the hard yards up front mean is that suddenly you end up with space out here, although CJ Stander might have the vice grip. No, Japan go to ground. Japan can start all over again. Poirier.
Advantage.
Oh, it's a penalty against Van der Fleer. It's a long kick for Tamura. This might be interesting. Carney read it well. It's still an advantage, Japan. All eyes turn to Yu Tamura. This kick, which is growing longer by every stride Angus Gardner takes. This kick to bring Japan to within 3 points of Ireland. This game far from settled.
Well, there's a similar trend to the penalties that Ireland are conceding. Off their feet, interfering with the ball at breakdown, and then lying on the wrong side. Standard as well to get out the way. But Van der Fleer stayed there, and it's a similar penalty. It's almost identical to where his first kick came from. Tamura.
Yeah, well, I missed it.
Have to wind it back to that scrum. The front five really grafting. The crowd loving it. I'm not sure how much they understood about it, but they certainly celebrated it. And now they get a chance to get the 3 more on the board.
Tamora, this will be his 4th kick. 2 greeny-blue ones for good. 1 purple, 1 for whoops.
Yeah, it's almost exactly the same again, isn't it? In the first kick, we mentioned it. And as a goal kicker, you learn from every kick, and you assess every kick before you move on to the next one. So he'll put right what he put wrong in the opening minutes here. Keep his rhythm, drive forward towards the target.
Held its line just when it started to curl left. It faded back on line. That's what it means. Japan to within 3 points. Japan 9, Ireland 12.
Well done again, Tamura. A lot of pressure on that kick. It just held its line, and as you say, faded back towards upright, and Ireland have gone quickly.
Japan will take their time. They will have to take the 22 dropout. 15 seconds left of this first half. How intriguing it is. We're going back for a scrimmage.
Yeah, direct from the kick-off, Jack Carty. Kick long again, but because there was less height in it and the trajectory was a bit lower, Japan opted to let it bounce. There's no pressure on the catch, and as a result, it bounced over the goal line, and it'll be a scrum back at halfway.
If it goes into the dead ball area, it's a choice to the defending side, to face the side facing the kickoff. What do they want? Most will do this, take the scrum back on halfway.
When the previous scrum you've just won a penalty from, it's no surprise that the Japanese back have opted for that through Michael Leach, their skipper. Options both sides, and an interesting setup with Japan, 2 players, 3 players to the left, 3 players to the right. And depending on which way the scrum wheels or scrum goes, they'll try and isolate the defender.
Do we get a chance for a special play? They've talked about it. This is a perfect platform.
Here we go. It's a little bit of dexterity. The pop-up. Takazuki Himeno. James Moore, the second row. Japan wanted to get as much quick passing, recycling into their game. Leach goes in to secure the ball. It's there. Luke Thompson, the veteran, full of vigour though, or that could be a penalty for lazy running. Play on, says the referee, as Lafayette sets it up. A hard-working prop, Jiwan Koo, born in Korea, qualified to play rugby for Japan. Luke Thompson, no, sorry, it's Labiskachne driving it up there hard. Lemeki stepped off the touchline, doesn't want to go near that white line on the far side. Does well. Japan still in control through their hooker, Horie. Nagari happy to go back up that narrow side.
Right down.
Oops.
Backwards.
Horie did well.
Leave it now,
Ireland
leave it.
have made more tackles than Japan. It just shows how the team in red have come back into this game in possession, causing problems. Wonderful hands. Matsushima escapes one tackle.
Inside, back. Well done.
Tamora has to come in to beat playmaker. Koo drives on. That's the Irish 22. One drop goal would square things at half-time. Yamanaka sets it up on that 22. Thompson with the long pass. Japan suddenly thinking, an overlap. The kick by Horie, the hooker. And Lemeki overruns it. At half-time, though, we have drama in Shizuoka. James Ryan comes off, a thoughtful expression on his face. Ireland started brightly, Japan are right back in this game. At half-time, Japan 9, Ireland 12. Much food for thought. It's warm, it's not sunny. The humidity will be a factor. What will Ireland be saying at half-time?
Well, they have to get back to how they started that game. They lost control of the game really by losing control of possession. Japan crept their way back in. Very physical. Ireland need to get their set piece fixed, sort the penalty count and keep their hands on the ball.
Japan lead the way onto the field at Shizuoka Stadium Ekopa. They're not in the lead on the scoreboard, but there's Rory Best, captain of Ireland, still looking more worried about the game than happy about being in the lead.
Yeah, I think the Irish team may be not surprised by the physicality of Japan, but Ireland, the physicality gets them through most of the games they play. That gets them in charge. It gives them a foothold in the game. But the Japanese, after the first 10 minutes or so, the physicality in the defence and in attack has really stepped up, and it's matched the Irish team.
Michael Leach, the captain, just a little 10-yard warm-up.
I hope the stopwatch wasn't on that. I've seen quicker 10-yard sprints, but it's obviously something to do to bring the team together.
More ritual than warm-up, I think. Rory Best, still looking serious. Can they do it again? Memories of the victory over South Africa at the last World Cup, the greatest upset in World Cup history, linger here in Japan. What would it mean to ignite fresh hopes? Ireland second in the world rankings. They still lead. There's still 40 minutes for everything to go right, for everything to go wrong. Yu Tamura will restart. Angus Gardner, the referee.
Come on.
The little dink forward. Very nearly well taken by Labuschagne, but it went forward.
Yeah, it's a tactic we saw in the first half, and it was that man in your shot, Lameki, who won it back in the first half. In the second half, it's such a difficult chip kick to do just to get the timing just right, so it crosses the 10-metre line as your chasers get there. And Japan, that time, unfortunately for them, couldn't win the possession back. Just looked forward to Labuschagne as he got his hand to it, but he just couldn't keep the control on the ball.
It's been a real theme of the World Cup this year about how teams are really using that restart as a technical element to try and get the ball back, regain possession, rather than previously just looking at territory.
Bind!
The restart as much a set piece as the scrum or the line-out.
Yes.
Well, we've spoken about the contrast in styles, and we've seen it in contrast in kick-off. Ireland, everyone from Jack Carty's going long, one went too long, obviously, just before half-time. And then the Japanese are just shipping over the 10 metres, a real contrast. Both have equal value and merit as part of their game plans, but both very different.
Bind! Set! Still! Good.
CJ Stander puts it over to Conor Murray on the right, who then goes immediately left. Territory for Ireland. Obviously the message, let's get down into that half.
I think we know what Joe Schmidt was saying at half-time now. Solid set piece, get that bit done first. It was almost a little delay at the back of the scrum to almost fool Japan into flying off the line with Jack Carty to kick a wonderful kick from right to left and gain almost 50 metres of territory.
Forward, Matsushima couldn't control it. Advantage for Keith Earls. Couldn't quite get the pass away. It's come loose. Matsushima on the way back. Nagare, Taku, the prop. Himeno from the back row. Good charge by the back row forward in there. Let it go quickly, pick it back up. No problem. It's Ku again. It's gone loose. Well read by Michael Leach, the captain.
12, leave it!
Under pressure from Chris Farrell. Luke Thompson and James Moore together. This time it's Inagaki the prop. James Moore, the second row. Oops. Hang on to it.
Good.
Ryoko Nakamura.
Tackle release! Ball's available.
Slow down a bit. Luke Thompson has to reset. Gets it to ground. Ladiscafni tackled by Rory Best. Poirier.
Okay, no.
Hooker. James Ryan has to leave it alone. Little looping pass. Did it go loose? Did it go
Intentional,
forward?
Jerome. What's that?
Himeno.
Play on.
Nearly
Backwards
won it
off.
back.
Thanks, buddy.
Now though, it's Ireland
Play
in
on there,
possession.
guys. Backwards off Japan.
Furlong.
Cool.
Carty. Perhaps under orders. Let's get down there. Matsushima. To Lemeki.
Just holding.
That's going to stay open. Conor Murray comes forward to it. Lemeki with the tackle. Jacob Stockdale from the wing came in to feed Cian Healy.
Ball's out, no
It's
problem.
out. Japan could
Ball's
play
out.
that, no problem at all. Kazuki Himeno comes away with it.
Leave it.
Up goes the roar from the crowd. They're a long way away, but there might be an overlap here. Romani Lemeki comes away with it. Clever little kick. Yutaka Nagare. Kani keeps it in
Ball
play.
green out wide.
Matsushima back.
On now.
Yamanaka. He drills it low and flat towards the Irish goal line. That will keep the pressure on Ireland, although Jack Carty under no pressure at the end.
Well, that was the longest phase of play we've seen. The lungs will be burning. Kick chase after turnover. And Japan just so keen to play. They really want to play there. But Yamanaka did well to probe that kick into the corner. Furlong's picked up a knock. This ball was out, so it was play on. Himeno was the first to react. And this is where Furlong just gets a little clip to the face there. Nothing in that at all. This is Laffelli with the offload. And this one offload almost to Lemeki, and there's such a threat. They're so dangerous if your defence isn't on the money. The Japanese backs. Watch this. Not only catch it between the hands, says Yamanaka, I'll catch it between the legs. Big tackle from Lemeki here as well.
Yeah, call for it.
Irish take huge pride in their defence, but they've made more tackles. Cian Healy comes off 45 minutes, and Cian Healy gives way to Andrew Porter, so that must be a double change. Yeah, Porter will go on the tight head, and Tadhg Furlong is coming off as well. That looks like an injury as much as tactical.
It does look like he's struggling as he's walking off, but that is some effort from the big men. This pace will absolutely suit the Japanese. They're superior fitness and they train like this. The way they play is all about high tempo, keeping that ball moving.
It's taken by Raffaele again. Nagare, the forwards, shipping it on now, and there does seem to be numbers on the wide outside. Ireland not stretched for the moment, but Japan enjoying a period of possession and starting to work their legs through the tackle. Raffaele picks up, goes again, leaves it for Nagare. Poirier. Inagaki.
Ball's here.
Good defence. Josh van der Fleer flying up. Good pass. Poirier
18.
to Luke Thompson. It went forward, and just when it seemed that Raffaele might see things open up, perhaps he was looking at the gap rather than the ball. But danger signs for Ireland.
Danger signs indeed, and that could be a big moment in the match. This is Dave Kilcoyne flying at the line, but Shota Poirier just slips the ball back inside to Thompson. Really soft hand from the industrious hooker, who's had a fantastic game so far. And that was a mistake in the wide outside channel that really frustrated Japan, because they'd worked the opportunity so well, and they seem to be dealing with the increased tempo in the second half better than the Irish lads.
Cian Healy, obviously struggling in the humidity. Japan too, a little bit. Wow, Japan, who started going backwards as Jack Carty kicked behind them, have regained the ball and going forwards.
Absolutely, 78% possession territory. This is Jimeno, who's had a massive start to the second half. Sorry, that's is that Koo? It looks suspiciously high from Chris Farrell. It's
just back up here, please.
G1 Koo, who's had a terrific start to the second half as well as Jimeno, the number 6 and the number 3.
It's noticeable how much ball the Japanese front row have in their hand, very comfortable on it. Oh, Joe Schmidt just... 6 minutes since the second half, no change on the scoreboard since half
Couple
time.
of replacements on, wait for the call. Crouch. 5. Set. Keep it up here, don't push down on it, don't push down on it. And use it
this side of
now.
the scrummage in the front row. Ireland withstand the pressure. Chris Farrell comes away with it. James Ryan up from the scrum. Carries now in the loose. Ireland still playing a territorial game first. It's gone forward. So the kicking game worked.
Well, that's clear structure from Ireland. There's a three-phase play that they knew exactly what they were going to do when they pat down the scrum. It's unfortunate for Yamanaka, who dropped the ball, because the box kick was probably just a little bit too long as he comes up to meet it. Not a huge amount of pressure on him, he just loses the ball, jumps a little bit early and knocks it forward. So
which I didn't have a problem with.
He just one between his legs. Catch that one.
Ireland get the reward. It was a clear structure, that solid scrum, straight up run from 12. And then James Ryan out the scrum, second carry, getting the position for the box kick. Very clear structure. And they got the reward from an error from Yamanaka.
And just on the errors, Chris, that's now the 7th that this Japanese team have made. Normally so good with ball in hand. So the nerves last week gets them against Russians. The one area of the game they were really disappointed with. Normally their skill level really is sublime. The front rowers aren't comfortable handling it, and they'll be disappointed with now giving the ball away 7 times.
A different errors to last week. I think last week's errors were, I mean, they made more than anyone else in the tournament, and it did look nervous. There was a lot of nerves last week. It was 21 turnovers, or 7 mistakes this evening so far, but I think the mistakes this evening have been, other than that one, they're almost going to try to force play, really impose themselves, their style of game in their position, whereas last week they were basic errors.
At what point do Japan think about changing their front row? They've put in so much work.
Crouch.
Not yet.
Bind. Set. Last one.
We'll have a reset. G1 Koo with the...
Put on this side, he's just going to keep an eye on you. Put on this side, same again please.
A little bit of tape on his left ear.
This side, wide up, okay? You've just come on. Keep that scrum up, please.
Yeah, Angus Gardner's gone to the far side of the scrum. It was fine at this side, he said. The scrum went down on the far side. G1Q and Dave Kilcoyne. So he's moved round to see what the problem is here.
Crouch! 5! 6!
Better.
Hold 9!
And think about driving forward, not out with a scrum. Michael Leach gives away the penalty. Good control by CJ Stander.
Yeah, it's the same again, isn't it? Ireland are not looking to get that ball, even if they've got dominance.
Yeah, standing up under dominance.
They're not looking to shift that ball away, and Michael Leach just fell into the trap set by Conor Murray.
Just wondering whether Angus Gardner penalised the front row there rather than Michael Leach.
Yes, he's standing up under pressure, didn't he? So I suggest it would be the front row. I think he could have penalised either, to be honest. The ball was still in the scrum.
Coming around there as well, yeah.
Here's the effort. Look at the strain in the legs and the face. Massive effort, concerted effort, and the ball's still in the scrum there. Leach jumps the gun,
Yes,
and the front row already stood up.
Yeah, just wait. You're at the front, Matt.
Three
Let's go,
quarters
boys. In you come.
stand around talking, Chris, while the forwards do all that.
Preparing, not talking.
Ireland lose a line-out. Jimeno comes away with it. A second line-out lost by a unit that really is used to being much more accurate and precise.
Stop! Stop!
That might not find touch. Keith
On now.
Earls keeps it in play and sets off. The Japanese follow-up tackling is good. Leach was the tackler. Japan's turn to make their tackles. Dave Kilcoyne held by 3, thrown back by 3. Hoyer, one of those tacklers, very effective. Peter Romani with a little kick through. Another forward to put boot on ball. Matsushima, clever work, even more clever. Matsushima out of the 22, thumps it downfield. Jacob Stockdale has read it. Stockdale can lead a counter. Finds Gary Ringrose. Andrew Porter, the new prop. Newish props. Jack Carty, long to CJ Stander. Leach with another good tackle. Ian Henderson, he's held. Lamascachny over the ball, then lets Ireland have it. Foul, and again the multiple tackles. They mean that Carty puts boot to ball. Tanua.
Ball out.
Nagari. Porter. A mismatch in size. Porter enormous. Nagari not so big.
Okay, stay there now.
Dave Kilcoyne, that's what props love doing.
It's a long phase of play, isn't it? One end to the other.
Nagari.
Yep.
He goes the aerial route. Forward.
Knock on. Advantage.
A chance. James Moore picks up for Japan. It's
Your
an
advantage.
for
Not
Japan.
rolling.
Leach, Thompson tried to get the pass away. He knew the penalty was coming his way. Now then,
You guys on top. Yeah, both of you.
what does Yutamura
6
do?
and yourself.
It appears that Lapis Lapaskachne is still the captain. Michael Leach, 20 years, the sort of squad captain.
Yeah, and they're making some changes as well.
6 was off feet first.
Vikings.
And if he's coming on for Inagaki's last effort was phenomenal. His kick chase and he made a tackle in the midfield was a phenomenal effort. I think he's staying on.
Aseli Valu.
It's Ku's coming on for.
Come on, and it's big G1 Ku who leads the field.
Who's had a great effort as well. The number of times he's carried possession, made big tackles time and time again, and not just tackles in and around the breakdown. He's in the midfield. He's hitting absolutely everything that tries to carry forward in the green jersey. He's kick number 5, and there's, well, the pressure mounts on every kick now, but there's a rhythm and there's a flow and there's a confidence behind Japan at the moment. And in many ways they deserve the 3 points for the last phase of play. They really managed a difficult situation and threw themselves into attack and then chased well, hounded the penalty.
A study in concentration. Try to lower the heart rates. Think of the routine. You've done this 1,000 times. He doesn't get the fade this time, nor the distance. Japan, though, with the line out, will stay in Ireland's half. Ireland's slender 3-point lead still there. Rhys Ruddock, wearing 20 for Ireland, comes onto the field, and Andrew Porter, having just come on, gives way to Ty Furlong. That's Porter leaving. Furlong was obviously an injury, but 20 Rhys Ruddock is on the field.
Yeah, I'll bring them up. Japan, come up to the mark. Good. Okay.
It's Ireland's turn to steal a throw. Peter O'Mahony is the player who's gone off for Ireland, and Japan have recovered possession from the lost line-out. And here they come again through Valu, the new prop. Good aggressive defence from Dave Kilcoyne, and James Ryan then wants to free his arms. Luke Thompson watches it go through his legs. Backwards, says the referee. Play on, Japan. Keep coming. It's gone backwards again. Nagare quickly seizes it. Raffaele. Nagare. Valu. The ball is all over the place now. Labuskakne hauls himself forward. Ireland have to release him. Into the 22. Come Japan. It's the centre, Nakamura, who sets it up. Leach against Farrell. The ball's gone loose again. Ireland will have the advantage. Scrummage on that far side.
Well, it's a similar end to some really good build-up play. 2 or 3 times in the first half. That's the second time in the second half for Japan. They're just applying pressure and pressure and pressure. Ireland are just holding on and no more. And then the mistake, the turnover, the knock-on comes. Chris Farrell with initial contact. Jacob Stockdale in, wrestling the ball free from Michael Leach. But it's more pressure from Japan.
And that's a worry. Michael Leach down injured, shoulder. Japan have already lost Amanaki Mafi. Those still on their feet. Reform. Change at scrum half for Japan. Fumiyaki Tanaka comes on for Yutaka Nagare.
Well, Tanaka's got 72 caps of experience, and Nagare, the claim that he'll receive. There's a sharp operator at the breakdown, whipped the ball away time and time and time again, and then there, just in the final few minutes, he's on the field. He had a wee snipe, he had a half break. As dangerous as ever, but Tanaka brings a lot of experience.
Red sky over Shizuoka. The red shirts of Japan with territorial advantage in a good position now. Green-shirted Conor Murray will have the put-in. But the forwards have had a breather.
Crouch!
desert here. Very good Irish scrimmage. Away comes CJ Stander. A little bit of confusion there. One player running into another. Chris Farrell and CJ Stander handing the put-in back to Japan. Oh, they can sense it.
Yeah, just a good effort, locking out the scrum, holding on again, not making it an easy exit, not making a clean exit, and Stander just gets in between Farrell and the oncoming defence, and Jimeno likes it.
They can sense it. First put.
Yet another one of these errors you're just not used to seeing Ireland make. Indecision in midfield, normally their go-to.
There's the position.
Good contest, guys. Very good contest.
Well, they have to get the scrum right first. That's the most important thing. Make's hiding behind the scrum with an opportunity to go down the right-hand side or come left.
Tanaka to feed. It comes open straight away. In front of the Irish posts now. The switch of play. Lemeki comes off his wing. Drive for the line. Irish defence good for that time. Tanaka looks up. It's Jimeno with that drive. Advantage Japan. Free play. Tanaka looks up. Lafayette. It's going to be the try for the new player. Kenki Fukuoka. Just on. Just over. Japan take the lead.
Well, there's no point at all in trying to talk over the noise. Just soak it in. Kenki Fukuoka is just on the field and he scores in that left-hand channel. This is the attack from set piece. Nakamura direct from Tanaka's pass. He's hit hard in the contact. Ireland straight offside. You've got a penalty advantage. And then you can see Nakamura there calling for the ball. He whips it out wide. There's another pass to Fukuoka, who scores. That's the killer pass there from Lafayette. As Carney shoots up on him and Fukuoka just dives over in the left corner and the crowd erupts.
We've had a succession of sweet passes from the hands of Timothy Lafayette, and that was another one. Passes long and short to release Fukuoka. Tamura with the conversion. The lead grows. Ireland trail. Japan 16. Ireland 12.
Well, it's a soft hand to Lafayette. It's his centre partner who gives him a long pass. Nakamura. There's a smile on Jamie Joseph's face. There's a smile on the supporters' faces, and the atmosphere is electric.
Okay.
We are in the last quarter. A change at outside half for Ireland. Joey Carberry comes on for Jack Carty. Fukuoka again. Good work because the forwards have gone up a bit too soon and a bit too early. Japan have to be careful here, so close to their own 22. Jimeno does well. Tanaka. Tamura
Back in.
keeps it on the field. High.
Yeah, own man.
Well taken by Rob Carney.
No, two out to go. Out you go.
A change at hooker for Ireland. Sean Cronin is on. He takes on Laviscathny. Conor Murray picks up. CJ Stander. Carberry thought there was a gap. It closed rapidly. Ryan. Valu with the tackle. Gary Ringrose. Ireland, they really haven't had a chance to build in the second half. Rhys Ruddock has a go. Kilcoyne. Leach hanging onto his ankle. Carby to Cronin, the hooker. The pick-up by Ringrose. Murray again. Further back to Carberry. Keithers looking for work. A sudden stretch of the legs, the burst of acceleration into the 22 of Japan.
Lost now.
Ian Henderson waits. Here he goes.
Leave it!
Kilcoyne again. Japan defending well. Good tackle by Thompson. Carberry. I think Jordan Lama, another replacement, could do about that. Carberry. Kilcoyne. Ireland have lost 10 metres. Still in possession though. Ringrose. Takani, the chase is on. Matsushima gets back there first, but that's good by Ireland. They'll have the throw-in.
Yeah, it's experienced play from Rob Carney. Excellent defence from Japan was forcing Ireland back, and then when there was a little bit of space down that left-hand side, Rob Carney puts a little gribble kick through. The key thing is that Japan have to take it out as, well, Luke Thompson gets a break.
The veteran, the 38-year-old Luke Thompson gives way to Wimpy van der Walt, and on in the front row comes Isileli Nakajima. This is Thompson, weary of what a game he's had. Oh, it can hurt. Oh, it can feel good.
Phenomenal effort.
Okay, come up, boys.
Andrew Porter is back on for Tyke Furlong, wearing 18. Very important throw. Rhys Ruddock wins it. Ryan spins. And CJ Stander drives. Oh, Murray, it's Ryan involved again.
Step back. Good.
Cronin. Picks up and goes. CJ Stander. Ruddock will drive. Good tackle by Van der Walt.
Stay onside.
Ryan. Japan have to be careful where they stand. They have to be behind the rearmost foot. Nakajima may have to move. He makes the tackle or makes the assist. But Ireland that close to the goal line. The post comes into view. Switch of tactic. They go for a little bit of width, but Carberry held by Lemeki. Ryan against Hoyer. Penalty to Japan. The arms go up in the air. The roar goes up in the crowd. Japan leading 16 points to 12. 15 minutes to go.
Well, Ireland very seldom give up possession that close to the line. Shota Hoyer with a tackle around the legs from James Ryan, and then the support of the defence is there so much quicker than the support of the attack, and they win the turnover. That's an excellent tackle from Lemeki, and it comes after this where James Ryan carries the initial contact's excellent here from Hoyer, and then look over the top of the ball. I think it's Jimeno who wins the penalty.
Love the faces at the bottom of the pile-up.
Telling now on screen, you see the unity of this Japanese team in their 22, all around in a huddle. The belief you get from defending your own line against a team like Ireland is phenomenal. This crowd are absolutely electrifying them.
Yeah.
It's a shared purpose. Those players are doing it down in the cauldron, but all around.
Let's go, guys.
40,000. There must be 10,000 Irish here. 40,000 Japanese are joined in this cause.
Yep. do the green replacement at the line out if it goes out.
Tamura has to remain calm, has to find touch. He does very well. Long kick up to halfway. Every little thing on the field receiving rapturous applause. 19 on for Ireland. Tyg Byrne. The outstanding Shota Horie to throw. Michael Leach wins possession.
Out, Paul! Get out!
James
Get out!
Ryan ordered out.
Stop once.
Tanaka waits patiently, getting a bit worried now. Can Japan get it down? No, it's been stolen by Tyg Byrne. It's one of his specialities. Ireland just inside the Japanese half. Nakajima with a big tackle. Murray
Wait.
feeds Carberry.
Lost. No.
On halfway, Lama presents. Carberry towards Fukuoka.
Yep, that was off green.
Murray
Play on.
bounces it down. Rob Kearney with a little run there. Conor Murray again. Gary Ringrose. This is more positive from Ireland. More thrust from all quarters. Cronin. Nakajima over the ball. There for Murray again. Byrne, who started all this with the rip. Carberry to Van der Fleer. Back for Murray.
Yeah, well done.
Carberry. Japan flying into the tackles. It's being stretched. Labuskakne ordered off the ball. Murray tried the inside flick. Did it go forward?
Forward pass
did.
first. Forward pass first, then off the head. Then off the head. Yeah.
Japan
Forward
will
pass
have to
first,
put
then
in
off the
for
head.
the forward
Go.
pass. It's exhausting down there.
Ireland keep knocking, they keep running really hard. Kilcoyne to the fore, Ringrose, Byrne. But I tell you what, the defence of the Japanese players is phenomenal. There's low, hard, chop tackles. Rob Kearney's getting a little bit of treatment here. May have to get off for an assessment.
The old pigeon egg.
Yeah. But the defence from Japanese players. This is a contact here. And Kearney, Michael Leach can't get him, and then it's Matsushima.
I think Rob Kearney going down there. Matsushima as Kearney went down. This is Sean Cronin.
This is what I'm talking about in the intensity and defence of the tackle. No matter how hard Ireland are running, they're getting met with the physical. That's Matsushima again. The tackle winger on the reserve hooker.
Yeah, it's red ball.
Talking about tackles.
Forward pass.
Looking at the stats on it now, 17 missed tackles from Ireland. Bearing in mind, we said last week, they missed just 8 tackles their whole game against Scotland.
Yeah.
Massive kudos to how this Japanese team are defending, and seemingly only missed 12 themselves. So admirable on that front as well.
Change at scrum half. Luke McGrath is on.
I think what will concern the Irish management is the fact that they seem to have kind of lost their shape and structure. Ireland have been known for the last 2 or 3 years have been really well structured, guided by that man, admittedly at times, and really disciplined, sticking to what they do well. They've now found themselves in a game where they're forcing offloads, they're trying to get the pass away under pressure. They're making errors themselves, which isn't like Ireland, and that'll frustrate
Keep working at
Joe
scrum. Gap on the bind, please. Gap on the bind. Crouch.
Joe Schmidt sends down fresh instructions. Fumiaka Tanaka backs away from the scrum.
Yeah, so boys, we've got a couple of replacements on. We've had a very good gap for the whole game. I want to keep the gap on the bind, okay? You guys, please. Let's go.
been such an intriguing confrontation here up front. Ireland need to exert some pressure.
Crouch!
Japan need to lock up this scrum. They're outside their 22.
Steal Ireland! Good.
Pressure comes on. Tanaka does well to dig it out. At what stage do they kick? They don't, because Matsushima has found Lemeki. And he's found Raffaele, who's been a wonderful distributor all match. Couldn't quite get his hands away that time, but they're prepared to keep it coming. To the wide outside Fukuoka. Michael Leach. Good tackle by Kilcoyne, the prop.
Advantage.
Oh, it's an
Offside,
advantage 19. To Japan inside the Irish half. Tanaka. This is James Moore, the second row. Back to Tanaka. They can afford to do
advantage,
something.
Offside 9, new advantage.
A little daring here. They still got the advantage. Tanaka.
Yeah, you got it.
Another one, Conor Murray offside. Drop goal from Tamura. It doesn't matter. There's the whistle.
Number 9 offside is the first one.
Conor Murray is still on. Did
Number 9 is the first one. 19 as well.
Yeah, it's the two penalties, both for advantage, and well done to Japan. They had the scrum inside their own 22, only 4 points to the good, and they decide to go wide left. A wonderful piece of kind of interplay involving Lemeki and Raffaele that gets them away up the field. Leach on the left-hand side. There's number 9, Conor Murray offside, straight offside. That was the second of the two penalties, which means the kick is closer to the posts. The 7th kick for Tamura. But just wonderful play from Japan, playing from deep, attacking the space, not just kicking and chasing. A really well thought out, well executed play from the Japanese.
Oh, Jamie Joseph, the coach. It was Eddie Jones, now coach of England, who oversaw the victory over South Africa. This, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves, but this, what would it do for Japan at their own World Cup, for the sport of rugby here?
Oh, it'd be phenomenal. It blows the group wide open as well.
Yu Tamura's 7th kick at goal. 4 successes. Success, 19 points to 12. A converted try will only bring Ireland level. It had that draw on it, but it was good enough. Oh. Ireland comes short.
Knock on.
Japan retains possession from Ryoto Nakamura.
Advantage.
It's gone forward from Ireland. More seconds will be eaten up as this scrum settles.
Michael Leach is using all his experience, all his leadership. Still enjoying it in the stands, and the atmosphere just continues to rise.
Yeah, here we go. Guys, same again. A gap on the line, please. Gap on the line, please. Crouch. Fine. Set. Last line.
Japan won't mind that at all. A reset.
Yeah, straight down both teams. Gonna come across.
Shota Horie slow to get back up. He's now sporting the red Warriors bandage. What a game he's had.
Just straight down.
Everybody in the back row.
Yeah, okay, just fight up on this side, boys.
Kazuki Himeno. Michael Leach, who came on the replacement
Crouch.
for Amanaki Mafi.
Fine.
Tanaka may have to go digging
Set.
for this again.
Still.
Referee's gone round to keep an eye on things that side. Well done, Tanaka, to get it away quickly. Tamura into the Irish half. Jacobs stopped there, thinks about running. Good tackle by Lapaskachny.
Don't push it into him. I'm not going to give you the penalty if you push it into him.
Dave Kilcoyne. Joey Carberry. Penalty to Japan. Sorry, against Japan.
19 on top first.
Yeah, it's a similar penalty, not rolling away. It's good refereeing, consistent refereeing.
Sean Cronin holds his shoulder when he gets back up, but Joey Carberry, hasn't gone for maximum distance.
It's just about the 10-metre line, and James Ryan's making the call there, making sure everything's
On the line,
understood.
guys, on the line, on the line.
Ireland have the throw, Sean Cronin. Getting his shoulder or not, listens to Dave Kilcoyne. 5 minutes to go. Japan lead by 19 points to 12. Ryan down to Murray. CJ Stander standing out in the three quarters. The patterns are the same. The heavyweight runners come first. This time Cronin gets it away quickly. Carberry to stop there. Wingers looking for work, coming off their positions on the wide outside. Now back to the forwards again. It's Sean Cronin. Conor Murray waits. James Ryan just outside the Japanese 22. Carberry to Ringrose. Brilliant tackle by number 20, Michael Leach. Andrew Porter. Held by Lapaskachny. Ryan faces the double hit. Valo involved. Japan must be weary, slightly slow getting back to their feet, but the thumps go in. At what stage do Ireland give it some width? Leach over the ball. Leach still there, fighting for it. Has to relinquish it in the end. Stockdale. The left winger in midfield. Ryan again. Lapaskachny the tackler again. Mason the tackler. They'll have to do more tackling as Conor Murray comes through.
7 lost.
There is Luke McGrath. Interception. And Japan are away. Have they got the pace to do it? Fukuoka again on his own. Brilliant tackle by Keith Earls. Earls knocks on.
Knock on.
That would have sealed it. Keith Earls saved the day. Kenki Fukuoka denied, but it's the scrummage. Japan put in 3.5 minutes to go, 2.5 minutes to go.
Well, this is built on a defence from Japan. Time and time again, they're putting the collision in, staying in their shape, coming forward. What a tackle by Keith Earls. And Fukuoka just meters short. And as Earls gets up, he knocks the ball forward. I thought he was going to get there, but what an effort, what a defensive effort from Keith Earls. But prior to that, Japan just soaked at the pressure then.
How are we going, you guys? Yeah. But he's run all this way, I want to keep going. Okay,
Lapaskachny, the captain, exhorts his team.
Let's go, please, guys.
One more effort. We're in the lead. We have a good scrimmage.
Here we go.
The clock has stopped, but when it starts, there are only 2.5 minutes to go.
Japan, let's go now, please.
One last effort. Angus Gardner gives them the hurry up. Well, Chris, at some stage, you're going to have to pick
Japan
a man
ball
of the
knocked on by
match.
14 on the counter up.
No?
No, you tell me when.
Wow. We'll see what happens here first. There have been some outstanding candidates, mainly wearing red and white.
Yeah, we've got a streaker, boys, just relax.
But that man there, I'm going to give you it now. Number 2, Japan, Shoto Hori. He's played 80 minutes. He was phenomenal in the first half. when Japan are up against it early on.
Just please back the scrum. Okay.
He's made 13 carries at least. He's made more meters, 16 tackles. He's led by example. Kazuki Himeno in the back row was outstanding as well. That's for the midfield. A lot of the guys in red and white, but the massive cat which is number 2, Shota Hori.
We've seen the future of the game in the stands.
Set.
Because these guys on this day will have done something quite extraordinary. Just over.
Come across, boys.
Just under 2 minutes to go. They couldn't be in a better position. Count in front of the Irish posts.
Boys,
Well, there's people in this crowd that just do not know what to do. Some wearing green, some wearing red and white. People around the world watching it have got a few minutes to realise what's going to happen, but this is monumental. The Japanese not scared about making big calls this late stage in the game.
This is a day of days in world rugby.
And this could deny, if Japan go on to win a score here, could deny Ireland a losing bonus point as well, which may come crucial in a tight pool.
boys, you're both going down.
Tanaka discusses the situation.
Let's go. Quick
Calmly,
reset. Let's go.
no doubt. But he must know his team are on the brink of something so very special. We're into the last minute. No rush, Tanaka will be saying
Both
to
of
the
you, keep it
forwards.
up.
Angus
Crouch.
Gardner might be saying, we have to get on with this.
Fine. Set. Still.
Good
Stay there,
scrimmage,
nine.
Japan. 30
No,
seconds to
no,
go.
out. Off the scrum.
Murray must back off. Matsushima for the line.
Stay on.
Can they seal this victory with another try? Oh, they
Knock
dropped it.
Advantage.
It has gone forward. The most slender of lifelines for
Ball's
Ireland.
available there.
Murray to Dave Kilcoyne. We're into overtime. Murray, Ireland have to play
Advantage
or
over.
at least keep it on the field. All Japan have to do, no.
That's it.
Carberry's put it out.
Is that it?
The game is over. It will go down as a second magnificent day in Japanese rugby, perhaps even better than the day when they beat South Africa. Here in their home World Cup, on their own turf, they have beaten the number 2 side in the world, Ireland. What a victory for Japan. They have won by 19 points to 12. The face of Andrew Porter says it all. Ireland's hopes dashed. They have to pick themselves up. Japan can march on now. Towards the quarter-final they face Scotland. There are obstacles ahead. But the greater obstacles face the men in green.
Wow, what a pleasure to be part of this. What a pleasure to be here to see that. The emotion, the pressure of the whole nation. The pressure of all the fans on them. They didn't start the game well. Japan fell 12 points to 3 behind and then fought back. And the desire, the heart, the courage and determination and the quality came through. 19 points to 12 winners. They will face Samoa, they will face Scotland, but this is a special evening for those guys in red and white.
Oh, to have been here in Shizuoka. This is what it means. He was magnificent. And Joe Schmidt, coach of Ireland, has to think afresh.
Well, I've been to many a sporting venue. I've been lucky enough to be player in 4 Rugby World Cups, but the atmosphere here this evening and the reception that those heroes out there in the field are getting from the fans is something really, really special. Shizuoka has come to life and it deserves to. It deserves to.
Well, we have to really appreciate Rory Best coming to talk to us now. There's a lot of people around the world that can't believe what they've just seen. Can you give us your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, look, I think we knew how tough it was going to be. Anyone that is utterly shocked, hasn't seen how good they are. We came in with a game plan and we felt we were really prepared. But look, give credit to that team. They played really well. We made a few mistakes, a few unforced errors. We were on the wrong side of the penalty count. But look, I think Japan played really, really well, and they posed a lot of questions to us, and unfortunately we couldn't come up with the right answers.
And this is your 100th Test start. You've been around, you've seen a lot. Any monumental as that?
Look, like I say, we knew how tough this was going to be. When you play the host team, it's always tough, but like a team like Japan, I think we didn't start exactly how we wanted, but we got on the right side of the scoreboard, and then we let them play. And when you let a team like that play, you can sometimes be chasing shadows. Look, we're very, very disappointed, but at the same time, look, you have to give credit to Japan. They attacked us minute after minute, and we'll not be happy with how we played, but we'll have to dust ourselves down and get better.
Thank you very much for your time, Rory. Appreciate it.
Cheers, thank you.
They say rugby is a game dominated by big men. Well, Japan have disproved that. However small you are, enjoy this day.
Joining me, Captain Labuschagne. You can almost see the heart beat out of your shirt. Just describe to us at this moment now, what is going through your mind?
No, I have to say, yes, we're really happy. It's difficult to put it over in words. Just proud of every boy. A great team effort, and really glad we got the result.
And this is just your 5th Test, but you would have seen what happened in Brighton 4 years ago. How monumental is this moment for Japanese rugby?
Yeah, that was a great game, but we came into this tournament with a new goal, and we knew what we wanted to do, and we backed ourselves going into this game. And tonight we're just really happy about the result.
And you've got 50,000 people absolutely loving this. Got any words for the crowd right now, Lapis?
No, I just want to thank each and everyone for taking time to come out and support us. You were amazing. We could hear you, especially in the last 10 minutes. Thank you very much to everyone.
Well, we need a name for it. We'll go for the Shizuoka Stunner. That was absolutely incredible. What a fantastic moment for you and your men.
Thank you very much.
Well, perhaps we ought to mention that Japan have got to come down to earth after this. Next in their pool, they play Samoa, which won't be easy, Chris.
No, there'll be a physical challenge there as well, but these guys look prepared. They've worked a long time for this. They know the pressure. They go over the first challenge with a bonus point victory against Russia. That was a monumental effort, not only because it was Ireland and how strong Ireland are and the fact that they're second in the world, but they had to come from behind. Not many teams can come from behind and catch Ireland. As I say, it was 12-3 at one point, but the physicality, the bravery and the fitness was phenomenal. Ireland had never beaten Japan had never beaten Ireland in 7 attempts, or they have done now.